In a small village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a woman named Leela. She was known for her fiery temper, which could flare up like a sudden storm. Leela was a devoted mother to her two children, Aarav and Mira, but her short fuse often left her family walking on eggshells. A misplaced toy, a spilled glass of milk, or even a minor disagreement could ignite her anger, leaving everyone in the house tense. Her husband, Rohan, often tried to calm her down, but his gentle words seemed to bounce off her like water on a hot pan. "Leela, you need to breathe before you react," he would say. But she would snap back. "If I don't yell, no one listens." One day, after a particularly heated argument with Aarav over his unfinished homework, Leela stormed out of the house to cool off. As she walked through the village, she stumbled upon an old woman sitting under a banyan tree. The woman had a serene smile and eyes that seemed to hold the wisdom of ages. "Why do you carry so much fire in your heart, my child?" the old woman asked, as if she could see straight into Leela's soul. Leela was taken aback. "What do you mean? I'm just trying to keep my family in line. If I don't shout, they won't understand." The old woman chuckled softly. "Fire can warm a home, but it can also burn it down. Have you ever thought about why you're so quick to anger?" Leela paused. No one had ever asked her that before. She sat down beside the old woman and began to reflect. She realized that her temper often stemmed from her own fears: fear of failing as a mother, fear of her children not succeeding, and fear of losing control. The old woman handed her a small, smooth stone. "Whenever you feel the fire rising, hold this stone and take 3 deep breaths. Let it remind you that silence can be more powerful than shouting." Leela took the stone and returned home, skeptical but willing to try. That evening, when Mira accidentally broke a vase, Leela felt the familiar surge of anger. But instead of yelling, she clutched the stone in her pocket and took 3 deep breaths. To her surprise, the anger subsided, and she found herself calmly saying, "It's okay, Mira. Let's clean it up together." Over time, Leela's temper began to cool. She learned to pause before reacting and to communicate her feelings without letting anger take over. Her home, once filled with tension, became a place of warmth and understanding. Aarav and Mira, no longer afraid of their mother's outbursts, grew closer to her, sharing their thoughts and dreams freely. One day, Rohan noticed the change and smiled. "You've become so calm, Leela. What happened?" She held up the stone and laughed. "I learned that fire can either destroy or illuminate. I chose to let it light our way instead." And so Leela's journey taught her that true strength lies not in controlling others, but in mastering oneself. This story highlights the transformative power of self-awareness and the importance of managing emotions, especially in the context of family relationships. By Michael Bailu.